My mother is a biology teacher, so I was always in the lab with her, or we own an 80-acre farm. So that's where a lot of my art stems from, is my biology and my farm background. Graduated in 2008 with my bachelor's in studio art with emphasis in metalsmithing and jewelry. The installation project, Nature's Runway this time will be the installation name. It has both the installation qualities and then also individual jewelry pieces. They are sellable, but they are somewhat avant-garde. A lot of it contains bone, stuff I've found in nature that is incorporated back with fine metal, silver, gold, and gemstones as alike. So it's a mixture between the two. It is sellable, but it's going to be very much a specific type of buyer that's going to want to wear it. Installation art is not for the sellable very often. It's more of the pleasure of creating this large set and watching people meander through the pieces and look at it and see if they can get the idea, the same idea that you had behind the piece. Nature's Runway is about nature taking back over humanity. I've always had this obsession with the end of the world, or man destroying man, or nature destroying man. Somehow there's going to be an end, and this is more about nature coming back through and taking control. Also showing how beautiful nature can be just by reusing things that are from nature, thus using the bone and things I can mimic also with metal. There's going to be a jacket that has scales from what they call a pangolin. I've recreated the scales out of copper and put it onto a jacket. So it's kind of it's taking the beauty side of nature, mixing it in with the danger side of nature, also with the urban landscape mixed together, is showing that nature can come back and take back over and deal with man itself if we go too far by destroying it. The models are going to be built out of tree limbs and wood that I have found from nature and then formed. All the heads are going to be animal skulls that I've bought and found, some of them. With the Momentum Spotlight Artist, with the honorarium they provide, is very essential, especially with metalsmithing. Precious gems, jewelry, that stuff's not cheap to make. And even though a lot of stuff is found from nature, even the installation part, just requiring building the runway, gas, studio spaces, everything is still extremely expensive. The honorarium, is very essential to such a large installation piece. Without it, wouldn't have been possible. I could probably still do the jewelry pieces, but it may take me 2 or 3 years just to get them all done with budget-wise and everything. The curators had a lot of questions, especially with the size and scope of what I had proposed. They were really worried about time management, budget issues with that, hoping that it would get done in time, because not only am I presenting 5 jewelry pieces, then I'm also creating the whole installation, making the 5 different models, which are basically a whole nother set of sculptures in themselves. So they were really worried about time management and kind of how I had laid everything out in order to be able to do everything properly. So it's been really great to get their feedback as well. Is this going to look right, or what do you think about how is this going to fit as opposed to colors, size and scope of the piece, and everything really did come down to, once we got into this space, to kind of look at it and see, and then we could talk to them how they kind of envisioned it, and how, as opposed to we envisioned it, and what would be the best for the viewer as well.